So you want to be a better open side flanker. Now you've come to the right place, as in today's video I'm going to be going through a few tips and pointers that I have for you open side flankers out there to help you improve and become better. I'm going to be going through all the tips that I've written down on this piece of paper so you guys can hopefully take away something from this video and take it and apply it to your own game and help you level up in terms of your skill set and your ability on the pitch. Now my name's Hassan. I've set this channel up to help you guys improve as rugby players and hopefully play at a high level. And I've made this series where I look at all of the different positions on the rugby field, and I'm going to individually target each position and give advice and pointers that I think could help and benefit the players that play in those positions. So with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Now for open side flankers, the first tip that I've got wrote down is jackling. Jackling is a very important part of an open side flankers game. Now, not only being able to steal the ball in a breakdown and create a turnover and gain your team the possession back is so critical, but more so being able to get around the park and get involved in as many rooks as you can to create yourself the opportunity is more the focus of why I'm mentioning this. It's all good and well being able to jackal when the ball presents itself to you because you're in the right place at the right time, but what's more important is being an active, busy player and looking to get involved in as many phases as you can. If you're able to do that and become a nuisance for the opposition, really getting in their faces in those rooks and making your presence known, it's going to make it a lot more easier for you to get involved and really get your hands over that ball and secure the ball back for your team. And that is what's going to be the difference between your team winning and scoring more points. The next one I've got written down is chop tackling. Now, for a open side flanker, it's really important that you're on your feet as often as you can be, because if you're on the floor, you're not going to be able to impact the game, and that's something that your team is going to find detrimental if you can't be involved in as many phases as possible. Now, why a chop tackle is so important? A chop tackle is really good because it's really effective in getting a player down to their feet and stop them in their tracks. Now, it is a skill that does require a lot of practice, I think, in my opinion. But once you're able to, get low in body position and be able to get your arms around, or sometimes it's just a shoulder and getting your arms in the right position just to get the man down, but then crucially be able to get back up on your feet, release them, and then go for the ball, it's amazing. And if you're able to execute that skill to a high level and a consistent level as well, it's going to help your team so much, especially in defense when you feel like you're on the back burners. Yeah, chop tackles are really important, especially when your team's in defense, trying to gain some momentum back and win the ball back as well. So if you can stay on your feet for as often as possible, it's going to give your team the best possible chance of achieving this. The next thing I have wrote down is being the first to every breakdown. Now this kind of goes back to the point of jackling, but I just need to reinforce the point. You need to make sure that you're being an active player, getting around the park, so having good levels of fitness and being hungry to get involved in all those different phases, especially when it comes to rooks, tackling and mauling. You want to use your skills to really get in there, get stuck in, and hopefully you're going to be able to win the ball back in defense, but also create fast-paced ball when you're in attack, allowing your scrum half to distribute the ball quicker, whether that's you securing or sealing off a rook, or clearing out the opposition who are coming in trying to steal the ball. So it's all about being active and being busy and also proactive. Next thing I got wrote down, similar to my previous video about the blindside flanker, number 6, is line outs. If you're a number 7 who's got a bit of height to you, try and get involved in the line outs. Create yourself as an extra option, because when it comes to attack and you've only got your second rows as line out jumpers, it can be very predictable for the opposition to read who's going to be receiving the ball, and it can make it easier for them to try and compete and steal the ball. So as you being an open side flanker, if you can become a line out lifting option, it's going to give your team more options in terms of where to throw the ball, and it will more times than not allow you to secure the ball more easily. So by becoming a line out lifter, it allows your team to have more attacking options, and it does definitely disturb the opposition's attempts of trying to steal the ball off you. And then the final thing that I've got wrote down on my piece of paper for today is being able to provide support in attack. Now by this I mean an open side flanker is going to be a lot more fitter than compared to a prop or a second row, you're expected to have better agility and better levels of fitness. So with that, you need to be able to not only link up with the forwards and, you know, make those big, strong, dominant carries, but also be able to attach yourself to the backs and provide support with your lines, whether it's the case of you're peeling off a center or creating an option off the 10, or let's say, for example, a back has made a line break. You need to be able to be on their tail and create a support option if they are, you know, to come into contact or they do get tackled. If you're on their shoulder, they can offload it to you, or you can be there immediately to provide support and secure that ball and keep the ball in possession. So either way, it's very important to be as much as possible be a supportive player in attack. And with that, you should be able to create a lot of positive momentum for your team and hopefully allow for more tries to be scored. Now, those are the 5 points that I had mentioned on my piece of paper for today. But if you guys think I did miss anything out, please do leave it in the comments below, as I'd be eager to find out other tips that could help flankers out, and hopefully that can help other players read in the comments as well. If you found this video useful, please do give the video a thumbs up so I'm aware that I'm doing a good job. And if you want to be notified for the next time I post a video like this, please do subscribe to the channel. It does support. And with that being said, guys, I appreciate you watching this video and I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.